I don't get it.
Podcast. Hello, everyone. This is Lauren. Naz is laughing at me already.
This is Naz, because I agree with Ashley now. It is kind of dumb we do this all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if I thought it was dumb. I thought you thought it was dumb, Lauren.
You know what?
Crystalia thinks it's dumb.
I just said whatever came to my head when I pressed record, okay, guys?
It's just a reflex. Crystalia, what does he do? How many times do we compare our podcast to Crystalia?
Hello, babies. It's week 77. I can't fucking believe it.
Well,
How did we get here?
It's just him, so obviously everyone knows it's just him.
true.
He doesn't have to say, hi, I'm Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's
And he
fun.
has video with his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, resuming. Today's episode is about fears.
Irrational fears.
Oh, is it about irrational fears specifically?
I mean, I guess it could be all fears. I am most interested in irrational ones.
Right.
Personally.
Okay. Well, let's go around the table and talk about our fears.
You start off since you have apparently one that's...
I don't know how you guys don't have fears. This is so weird.
I have fears. I don't really have many irrational ones.
No, totally not.
Not like new bizarre ones that no
But I
one's heard
thought
of.
we could be vulnerable and talk about our real fears.
Okay. You go first.
So, I was always afraid of not finding someone to marry, obviously, and then not having kids, and hopefully we don't have a problem with infertility. But those are my two. That was my realistic fear,
Yeah.
and then spiders, and then basically like my family dying.
Yeah. I think
very
yes
realistic.
to all of those. Those all scare me as well.
It's
I think
the-
infertility is one for me because you guys know I have like all those issues.
Yeah.
But that's so scary to me.
Yeah.
Probably more than like not finding someone. Isn't that
Really?
kind of weird? Yeah. Because I think deep down I will find someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There
But
you go.
that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
My other fears, I don't know. It's like anyone's average fear, you know, like dying, freak accident scares me. Like here lies Naz, a bee stung her. Like I don't want that to happen.
So
to me.
I don't worry about myself dying so much as I worry about my family dying.
I
didn't
don't really
until
worry
you
about
made-
anyone dying.
Are you serious?
I really don't.
I worry about it all the time.
I have this weird thing with death where I feel like I know we're all gonna die. You know?
Right. So it's
Yeah.
like, why are we so scared of it?
I'm
Right.
scared about it being a surprise, I think. Like, I know it sounds horrible.
But it's always
like,
going to be a surprise. Well, that's
no,
not true,
if it's
actually.
a disease or a sickness and you know it's coming, I think it's a
Right.
lot less scary. But also, in just the moment that you hear that there's an illness and that the illness is not going to be able to be cured.
Yeah, if I got diagnosed or someone got diagnosed with an illness, I would just I would think everything would be okay until I'm like, oh wow, it's not going to be okay.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my new fears, and I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in Silver Lake over the weekend,
Yeah, the hostage situation.
there was a hostage situation where a guy was being chased by the cops. Did you know about this, Lauren?
I heard a hostage, but I don't know any details.
Jared called me. He goes, "Hi, you wouldn't happen to be at a Trader Joe's right now, are you?"
It's so heartbreaking. One person died, one got injured.
No
Really?
way.
The woman that died was so basically, let me finish the story. He was getting chased by cops, ran inside a Trader Joe's, held everyone hostage. The woman that died was a cash wrap. Is that what they're cash wraps?
Yeah.
And her sister tweeted saying, I haven't heard from
Oh
my
my
sister.
God.
Has anyone, heard about her? And then that was the woman that passed away. So now with this, the way the
my
country
God.
is
Did he
now.
shoot her?
I think so. I don't want to say because I haven't read everything. This is like all stuff I heard at work. But going to movie theaters scares me sometimes. Like, when the people that work at the movie theaters walk across the screen.
Oh, okay, yes.
Sometimes they freak me out. When people stand up on planes, it freaks me out. And it's all because of terrorist attacks and
Yes. So
shootings.
now you brought up my fear is actually the movie theaters because obviously, the Dark Knight Rises or whatever that movie that shooting happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now I look at anyone going to any movie theater as a potential threat.
Right. That was in Aurora,
Totally, me
Colorado.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aurora.
Yeah, that one scared
Or,
me.
yes.
More that incident scared me more than most. I think because it's just like such a relatable incident.
Yeah,
because we go to
things we
movies
do.
all the
It's
time.
not like, oh, at whatever.
But then again, the
so-and-so.
concert is the same thing
Yeah,
in Vegas.
and
But I think Aurora was probably the first of incidents in regular places.
Like a movie theater.
Yeah.
It's just so scary where there's like a mass group of people. Even when I'm at Dodger games, I'm like, it's just so scary.
I don't know how it hasn't happened at a major league game before.
Let's not put it out.
Yeah.
there. All right.
Yes,
well,
I guess movie theaters is definitely one. I know I was scared of it, but I didn't know that there was a name for it or anything. And I was going down in our Facebook group, and this girl said a fear of submerged objects in water that aren't supposed to be in water. And I'm like, that's fucking it. I'm terrified of like when the poles from bridges go into the water.
Yeah, me too. It's a very weird thing.
Very weird thing.
I wouldn't call it a fear as much as I would call it a creepy.
Yeah, like when you see
Somebody
all like the
wrote
moss.
that?
Someone wrote that, yeah, and there's a name for it, but I have to go back and find it.
We should preface that there's a name probably for a lot of fears
Yeah.
that we're going to mention on the podcast, and we don't want anyone to be offended by anything because we know that there are genuine medical fears out there for a lot of different things.
I am so scared of metal in the middle
Yes.
of water.
Like
about
a buoy,
body.
so creepy.
Is that scary? You guys,
Buoys
that doesn't
creep me
scare
out.
me.
Okay, so that's just different for everyone.
Wait, it doesn't freak you out to think of like the George Washington Bridge or a huge bridge, and to think when the
metal's going
meets
down to
the
the
water.
No,
And then to
I
think of the water splashing against the poles.
No,
Ooh.
I think driving across, when I'm in a car, driving like on the highway or a bridge.
Well, obviously,
freaks me
I've
out.
always been scared of high overpasses
But I guess
and
I
bridges.
just don't. I love that we're doing this on the I Don't Get It podcast because it's funny how each human has like a different fear of a different thing.
Yeah.
Because thinking of water splashing against a pole doesn't scare me. Driving across the bridge scares
Yes.
me.
There's something so eerie about the thought, like the visual of it being just
Like dark
If
water.
you were like, say, scuba diving in there too, not just the splashing, but if you were scuba diving
so
and then you
bad.
saw a metal pole,
like you're not supposed to be here, you know?
Yeah.
Get out of there.
You guys, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing.
No,
No, people are
it's-
genuinely like scared of this stuff, but it's so, I don't know, that's not scary to me.
I think you're not putting yourself in the situation.
No, because I don't know.
I guess
I've
just
been
imagine
around
touching
water
it
a
is
lot
so
my whole
gross
life.
and
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah. Could
Yeah,
you
you've
imagine
been around
being-
water more. Like, there's
Could you
people who are
imagine
scared of squirrels on here, and I think squirrels are the most adorable little creatures.
Yeah,
Squirrels
squirrels are
are
totally
kinda
fine. I mean,
scary.
squirrels, they're not scary, but I don't think they're cute. If you took their tail off, they'd obviously be rats.
And rats are so cute.
honestly, guys, sometimes I'm even scared of vitamins because vitamins make me feel so nauseous. I feel like I'm scared that if I take a vitamin, all of a sudden I'm going to be like, "Ugh, I'm debilitated." But we recently found a brand of vitamins called Ritual that prevents that from happening. Naz, how does it do that?
Oh my God. Well, my favorite thing about this vitamin is that it's the only omega-3 out there that actually tastes good. So they have like these natural mint essential oils. And if you open the bottle, it actually smells like mint. So it doesn't gross you out. It doesn't have like that chalky,
I hate that
gross
smell.
vitamin C smell.
It's not the vitamin C smell. It's not a vitamin C smell. It's a vitamin smell. I don't know what it is, but it also makes me feel nauseous. But Ritual doesn't have that.
Yeah. And what I love about Ritual is that they're vegan, sugar-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, allergen-free, you know, all the stuff that people in LA really care about. It's made in the USA without synthetic fillers or colorants. So there's no like bad stuff in here. It's mint scented, like I mentioned. And you guys can visit their website and you'll learn everything from like why each ingredient is actually beneficial to why it's sourced. But this is the best vitamin for women, I think. And for me, it's always so hard to like decide what vitamins to take, but it really is so important and like essential to like staying healthy.
Yeah, and
for
again,
your bones and skin and everything.
It prevents that nausea by that delayed release capsule that bypasses your stomach. Lauren and I, you know, we don't tend to eat as many greens as we should because we think, well, greens don't make us feel very good. So these vitamins help fill in the gap in our diet, and it makes us, you know, feel all right about skipping the salad every day.
So this is how it works, guys. It's subscription based and there's no gap in nutrient levels. So it's $30 a month. They deliver it right to your door, which is so convenient. And if you forget a few days, you can snooze your order until you like catch up and your bottle's done. And happiness is guaranteed, so you can cancel anytime. And just so you know, 95% of women don't actually get the vitamins and minerals they need on a daily basis. So Ritual created the Smarter Vitamin with the 9 essential ingredients that women lack the most. So if you guys want to try Ritual, all you have to do is go to ritual.com/getit, GETIT, and choose clean ingredients that are backed by science. Sign up right now at ritual.com/getit, GETIT. All right, back to the podcast.
Oh my God, I just never would have thought the bridge thing.
So I'm going to go through this
I've
and find
obviously realized this before in my life that I had a fear of that, but now I would never think about it during the fear part.
We should warn everyone too that now we're all going to like get new fears by hearing everyone else's, because I made a question on my Instagram story for irrational fears, and we did it in the Facebook group too. And you guys, this is what one person said to my Instagram one. Someone waiting underneath my car to slice my Achilles is my number one fear.
Wow, it's very specific.
Really?
Yeah, well, these are irrational.
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting in your car, someone coming up from under it and slicing your Achilles. And I was like, great, now that's something I have to worry about when I get in my
Yeah,
car.
definitely.
Isn't that so
Yeah,
crazy?
I guess like the irrationalness is like if there. I already said this on here, but like if someone was hiding under my bed, I would be scared for them to tickle my feet, not murder me, just tickle my feet.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Someone wrote, another one is mannequins.
Lauren
Okay.
used to be kind of freaked out about mannequins. Lauren has an irrational fear, and holy shit, I didn't think you remember this until
What?
now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She has an irrational fear of being locked in a store or a mall overnight. Like, Lauren, I understand when we were younger, it was scary. There's also that Disney Channel show where
It
the
was the
mannequins
mannequin.
came
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
she came to life or whatever.
Life size?
No,
No,
I think
it
it
was
was called
called
mannequin. But that's why you were scared of it, I think. But you still have this. Lauren has this thing where, say, the store closes at 10 and we're in there at 9:30. She'd be like, "Ashley, we have to hurry up. They're about to close." And I'm like, Lauren, worst case scenario. Not that we'd ever get stuck in here, even
Right.
Call
even after
someone, I
hours.
know.
We'd call someone. Come on.
Okay, but
Well,
now
these
it's
are irrational.
Now it's turned into like, yeah, I know I'm not gonna get locked in. Then if I get locked in there, I obviously can get out. And obviously, it wouldn't be that bad if I was locked in there overnight because like there's probably food and whatever. But it's more like I don't want to make the employees like hate me. They want to go home, so
They probably
Yeah.
have to stay there till 10 anyway, unless it's a restaurant that's totally dead.
yeah,
I get that, though. Every time, I'm always like, these people want to get out of here. They don't want to
Exactly.
ring me up.
yeah.
Okay, so anything off the group?
Oh yes.
Because I have another really...
Somebody says
Crazy
deep
one.
water, and that reminds me of mine. Mine's extreme ruralness. Like if I'm in the middle of nowhere, not so much like mountains, like California ruralness doesn't freak me out as much as Virginia ruralness.
Oh.
Because like
Like woods?
not woods and open fields, flat fields.
Like desert?
No, not like desert. That's
Well,
probably
because
scary
that's
too.
the most open field
So,
ever,
okay,
right? Like
not-
driving to Vegas, kind of?
Kind of. It's a little hillier. I can't even put it into words, I guess, except for back when I was at JMU, we would like go 10 miles out, and those 10 miles out,
It was like nothing.
like you could literally be murdered out in the field, and I think it would take so long for somebody to find you.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
cornfields.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Cornfields are terrifying because of Children of the Corn.
I never saw Children of the Corn.
You need to watch it.
just like-
Okay, so this one person said their irrational fear, and I'm only going to do irrational fears,
Okay.
is being stabbed by a flying beach umbrella.
Oh my god.
Wow,
That's
interesting.
actually terrifying.
Our friend Lizzie broke her nose by a beach umbrella.
So there you go. Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't flying, but she was bouncing up and down with it, and then it went into her nose.
What's another one, Lauren?
This we got Bloody Mary. Bathrooms in the dark.
That Bloody Mary is not irrational.
yeah,
Obviously,
not
that's a real
irrational.
fear.
Obviously, Bloody Mary's irrational.
Someone
Fear of
wrote,
throwing up.
some girl said bananas. I hate bananas. But why are you...
She's
Is
scared
that
around
an actual
bananas.
fear, to be scared of bananas? Fear of being annoying to people, but I think it's in my head. E.T. and sharks. Let's
Is
see.
that
what-
a fear or like just a human concern?
Yeah.
It's a fear. I don't know.
No,
I'm
it's
fear.
not.
I'm terrified of being ghosted.
Yeah. I think
Terrified
we
of being
all are.
ghosted.
Okay, this one freaked me out today, you guys.
Those aren't irrational. Those are like emotional fears.
This person wrote burger patties, not the meat because I've tried vegan, but the shape and whole concept is scary.
Because
The whole
it's unnatural
concept?
to be in that
Like
shape.
and now, like I said, it has affected me because now I'm thinking it is kind of weird and gross, like how we just like cut up these cows and then they're just like these little pieces of patties.
Well, I'm thinking about Wendy's rectangle or square burgers.
the
Like, what
square
are they
burgers
thinking?
Square ones are worse.
It doesn't
So dumb.
taste as good. Wendy's has the worst burgers of all the fast food chains.
I disagree, but also
You also never had Burger King. Here we are again.
I think Wendy's definitely has better meat than Burger King or McDonald's.
I mean, that's at least the image they want us to think.
Hilarious.
This one is fear of belly buttons. She used to think that if you stuck your finger in far enough, you would touch your guts, and I still kind of feel this way. But
whoa.
when you do push your belly button, do you feel your vagina tingle?
I feel
hurts.
something in there. Like
Okay.
if you really poke hard enough.
Like it's connected to your vagina a little
No,
bit,
it's
right?
not. This is what you think. This is
I don't think so.
Where does the umbilical cord come from?
Mine just has a shit ton of lint in it always, and I'm like, gross. Did I
Weird.
forget to wash this in the shower?
You know, guys, I fear smelling bad. And with Scentbird, thank goodness I don't have to smell bad ever because I can choose from over 450 designer brands of perfume and cologne. So you got Prada, Gucci, Kate Spade, Nest, and more. And also, you don't have to smell the same for every occasion. If you're going on a date night, you want to smell a little sexier, you got one to choose from. If you're going like on a job interview and you want to smell fresh and bright and cheery, then you have a scent for that. You're never married to a certain scent. So I love Scentbird because bottles are up to 30 days or more of a perfume use, and they're so cute. They're great for like putting on display on like a cute little perfume stand or wherever you display your perfumes. They're so cute, so pretty, and you take them out of the cute little container they're in, and you see which perfume it is. It's a little surprise. Oh my gosh. Also, my cousin came over last week and she goes, you literally still have J-Lo glow from 5th grade. I'm like, yeah, it's still in there. And that's why you need Scentbird. It's a perfect size of perfume. And that's why I always use Scentbird.com. So visit Scentbird.com/getit and use our code GETIT for 50% off, guys. That's only $7.50 for your first month and free shipping. SCENT bird.com/getit and use our code GETIT for 50% off your first order. Date a perfume before you have to commit to it forever. All right, back to the show.
This one person said, when I open the toilet lid, a snake will be there. I feel like
I used to be like that when I was younger.
Yes. There must have been like a big story we all heard when we were younger.
There was. I
What
remember
was it?
there was a girl there. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if this is a fact or if this is a wives' tale of 90s kids, but I remember hearing stories about snakes and like rats coming up to toilets. And then I used to look behind me as I went to the bathroom for years and years in elementary school, thinking that there was going to be one that crawled up while I was sitting on it.
Mine is, I just have to tell you guys a story. When I lived in my old apartment 2 years ago, I was putting my shoe on and I felt something move in my toes.
No.
And I like kept trying to put
No.
my foot all the way in, and I took my foot out,
No.
and a fucking cockroach came out.
that's not
And
as bad.
I screamed louder than a woman giving birth to 5 children at the same time. I was like, ah!
I thought you were going to pull out a snake.
And to this day, I pick up my shoes in the closet and I'll like flip them over to make sure there isn't a
I should really
cockroach
actually
inside.
start doing that.
It freaks me out.
A lot of lizards, guys. A lot of you are scared of lizards.
Do you think the Parent Trap has anything to do with us? Because when it
Yes.
went in her mouth, it freaked me the fuck
what was
out.
it?
Remember, they put a lizard like on her
the
head or
lizard,
something,
yeah.
and then it went in her mouth.
I wonder if that was a real lizard, like for filming. Do you think it was like a robotic?
No, that
lizard?
was not. I mean, I think it was real until it went in her mouth.
Oh, someone wrote my appendix bursting randomly, which actually does happen to people.
Again, not irrational, totally rational.
Yeah, that is not.
Yeah, we're
irrational.
scared of
Sometimes
aneurysms.
whenever, oh my God, you guys, can we talk about aneurysms, which completely are rational?
Yes.
What a horrifying thing. That is the scariest thing that can happen because you have basically no warning in most situations, and then you're just dead.
Yeah, but also
Dead.
we got to remind ourselves that whenever we get in a car, we have 1 in 84 chances of getting in a car
Yeah,
accident.
Lauren and I
One
were
in
watching
84.
It's Shark Week, so they were saying this person got attacked by a shark. You have 1 in 3 million chance of being attacked by a shark, 1 in 84 chance of being in a car accident.
as a human being.
Yeah,
as
duh,
a human
as a
being.
human
Yeah,
being.
no, as an alien.
No, not
as an
as like if I
extraterrestrial.
get into my car right now, I have a 1 in 84
What do you
chance.
mean?
It's in my lifetime, I have a 1 in 84 chance.
Oh, I thought it was 1 in
thought it
84
was
people.
Whenever you get in a car, you have 1 in 84 chances.
That would be out of every. That would be. As
I would
if-
have gotten in a lot of car accidents. I've been in
Yes,
a
of
car more than
course.
84 times.
Exactly.
Maybe, but
No,
still,
that's definitely
point. Whatever.
I bet you it's dying in a car accident. I don't know, you guys. We would need to ask the Animal Planet on what their stat was referring to.
the Animal Planet.
It's on
Is
Animal
Animal
Planet.
Sorry,
It's all on
Shark Week.
Discovery.
No, Shark
Discovery.
Week's
It's Discovery, yeah.
This person wrote pickles. Oh my fucking god, get out
Lots
of here.
of people are afraid of pickles.
They wrote pickles. Oh my fucking god, get out of here with those old wet cucumbers.
Ew, but they're delicious, and I guess they're bumpy and gross.
I
don't
love
know.
pickles, but to be really scared of them?
I've totally heard of that one. That's an actual documented fear.
Wow.
Now, Lauren and I hate. It's called trichophobia.
Trypophobia.
A lot of people wrote that in mine. Is that the pickle one?
No, that's
No.
the repetitive holes.
So I
Clusters
showed
of
Jared
holes.
the repetitive holes. Like I
We
showed
talked
him
about
like
this on the
honeycomb
podcast.
and stuff.
We
Oh,
have.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, and he like didn't get it. He's like, yeah, it's not nice. And I'm like, no, it doesn't
doesn't
like
make
give
your
you the
skin crawl?
heebie-jeebies.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone.
A lot of people have it.
Yeah.
Repetitive holes, guys. It's like basically.
wonder
it's
what
just
the
like
root
it's
of
also
that
like
is.
like stones. Like I always. Oh god, I'm like
Thinking
cringing
about
as
it
I'm thinking.
freaks you out?
I had a horrendous dream once. It's to this day one of the scariest dreams I've ever had because I pulled open the shower curtain and in it was a bunch of flat marbles, like big flat marbles, like the size of my
But the ones
palm.
that pop out.
Yeah, like like
blue
stones.
ones,
No,
yeah.
but like stones on that you put on a massage.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Stones.
Hot stones.
Hot stones.
Yeah.
So it was like hot stones, but in different colors, and they were placed like strategically. And it looked.
And it scared you?
Oh my god! It's a horrifying image. I can still see in my brain right now.
Why do you guys think some people have like some fears and then some? Because like that wouldn't scare me.
I feel like it's just born with it.
Is it
Right?
biological?
I think it's
Part of the brain.
biological.
Or genetic, you know, like maybe
That's the same
you should
thing.
ask. Yeah, duh. But see if your parents are scared of that because I'm interested to know.
I feel like dad would be more scared of it than mom.
I don't think he would understand if I were explaining it, but maybe if he were to open up a curtain and it was revealed into a weird design of flat circles.
We got another one. Getting my shoe or clothes caught in an escalator or moving walkway.
Also, not irrational.
That's
Something
not
your
irrational.
mom tells you when you're little.
Yeah.
Was your mom like that?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
My mom would be like, make sure your shoes are tied. Make sure nothing is like sitting on the step that you're on.
I was the little fuck that would go down the up one at the at the mall. I was so annoying.
so fearless.
Actually, I do think I'm
because
pretty fearless.
seriously, if your shoe gets stuck, I guess. What do you? I mean, is it really that bad?
I think
you can't get out
I think
of it.
someo's died. Ashley,
No, I know
Somebody's
that.
definitely
From
died,
that.
but is it like
Yeah.
a little kid or? Why isn't your clothes just rip?
I don't
Why doesn't your
know.
clothes just
How does it work? Oh, maybe it's hair. Oh my god, that just freaked me out.
Okay, hair, yeah.
Oh my god, that just freaks
But
me
then
out.
it just keeps going and pulling. But wasn't it just going to pull your hair
I don't know.
out?
I don't want to think about this scenario.
There was a girl in our hometown who she was at a party, a high school party, and she was in the hot tub, and her hair got sucked from the jet, and then she drowned. So I guess it didn't rip her hair out enough.
Yeah, it's like I touched your
Guys,
skull.
that's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary.
All right, everyone, listen up because we got a deal we got to tell you about.
It's a fancy company, guys.
This is a fancy company. We're very, very excited about this sponsor, and the deal is amazing. So listen up. Sometimes we all know that it's hard to find the time to go to the gym. We all have a busy schedule, and finding the motivation of a trainer or a group class is time-consuming and also very costly. So do you ever wish the gym could just come to you, Ashley?
Oh, yeah, I do. Well, you can make that a possibility when you get a Nordic Track for your home. Nordic Track has a series of training equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, incline trainers, strength training machines. You guys know Nordic Track. You see them on TV. And you know that every time you see those ads, you're like, wait, I should really get one of those. That looks really cool. It looks like actually something I can do. They have all those like machines where it's like kind of park glider, kind of treadmill. That is what I want because it seems to be really easy on your knees.
Yeah,
You know?
you can join high energy streamed workouts any time of the day without stepping out the door. You can join stream workouts in both studios and exotic destinations around the world. You can start your day with a run through the streets of Paris and end with cross training on the shores of Thailand.
Beautifully said, Lauren.
That's so cool. And
Yeah.
our dad uses stuff like this, and he just says having that visual component completely changes a workout, makes it so much easier.
And it's just so convenient.
So we have a special offer for you, I Don't Get It listeners. Get $75 off your Nordic Track purchase by visiting NordicTrack.com/getit and use our offer code GETIT. Again, that is Nordic Track. That is NordicTrack.com/getit and use our offer code GETIT during checkout to save $75 off your purchase. Quite the steal, guys. You should definitely take a look at their website. Everything is a very tempting purchase.
And also, it's a great gift and a lot of money off.
Okay, back to the show.
This person has an irrational fear, which is kind of funny because you were just shopping for plant pots yesterday, Ashley. She said, I absolutely can't even touch or think about terracotta pots.
What's a
I
terracotta
think that's
pot?
the pots.
Like the orangey red ones.
Those. There they are. They're sitting right there.
Which is those.
That's
That
funny.
is fucking funny because Lizzie was like, I can't touch those. I cannot touch those.
But it's,
Wait,
I
you're
think this is
right.
an actual
It's the
fear.
texture.
Wait, she did. And then Lauren like made a sound where she like moved.
She's like, I'm
them.
going to throw up. Yeah.
So Lizzie has that fear
Yes, she
of
does.
terracotta
Yes.
pots.
I mean, we're gonna glaze them. We're putting white glaze.
Do you
over
think
them.
it's the texture or the smell or the color?
It's a texture and the sound they make when they scrub together.
Huh, that's like for me, aluminum rubbing together, like just me going like this. Oh, a straw against an open can.
an aluminum one.
Yeah.
Yes.
You too?
But that's not an irrational fear.
No,
That's
it's not a fear. That's just
pet
an
peeve.
annoyance.
We'll have a pet peeve podcast, you guys. Don't worry. But yeah, that's so annoying.
Oh, that makes me cringe so hard.
People that touch their eyes.
Yeah, Jared well, that's not a fear. That I feel like Jared's gonna hurt himself. He rubs his eyes so hard.
He does rub his eyes
He goes
a lot.
like this, and I'm like, Jared, can you calm down and be gentle with your body?
Yeah, that's a very
But
gentle
Big
part
does
of
that
your
too,
body.
but I think it's because he had like eczema. But he would like, I would think that his eye would like pop in the back of his head because he rubbed him so much. And can't your eye pop
I
out?
think
Well,
his-
that's my irrational fear now.
I think as girls, between wrinkles and eyelashes
We don't
and
touch our
makeup, we
eyes.
don't touch our eyes the way guys do. But Jared's just like, it feels so good to rub my eye. And I'm like, you rub yourself dry with a towel way too hard. You brush your teeth too hard. And now you rub your eyes too hard. Be kind to your body.
Kind.
So this one is one of the most interesting ones that someone submitted, and they wrote, I'm afraid gravity will stop working. I have full-on panic attacks once a week about it.
No way.
Yeah, so that must be like a real...
She's afraid she's going to float away, in which case everyone would float away, and then it'd be like...
It's like it then. You will
Yeah.
float one
So
day.
she's scared of being captured by it and floating down there.
Honestly, floating
So
is freaky to me.
crazy. Really?
I just think if big things like that happen, like...
You're
fuck
all in it together.
You're all in it together, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, float away and then die.
No.
Because that's the worst thing that's going to happen. I guess that's the bottom line is we're all scared, and the worst thing that happens if we die. And if
Then
we
we're gonna die.
we're dead.
I know this isn't a fear, but it's something worth talking about on the Fear podcast because it's just something so mind-boggling and something I will never get. But flying in
Like
a
in a
plane,
plane? Yeah.
is still, as much as I go on a plane once every 10 days maybe, every time we get in there, I'm like, I don't know how this is happening. This
Yeah.
is crazy. And it's so normal, and it's only been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
And just the fact that you couldn't travel, could you imagine if you were like,
I'm gonna get on this boat.
gotta go from this to this place? Like, I'd have to get in a covered wagon,
Yeah.
in a car, and
No, and horses.
on a horse. Like, think about just the transportation boom
Yeah.
of the 1900s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Railroad. I mean, that was 1800s, but like, how did they trap? Think about how long the world has been around for, and how long people
And
have
how
been around
quick
for.
Yeah.
we discovered flying.
And from the 1800s to now, we get around, but like those are 200 years.
I
know.
swear we're going to teleport in 100 years.
I may not be that crazy.
it may not be that crazy.
No, I mean, Elon Musk, he's already doing those underwater tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
Underwater for what?
Like, you could travel overseas underwater.
But why do we need to do that if we just fly?
quicker.
What?
I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask Elon Musk.
Ask you, yeah. Don't ask us. Ask Elon
The
Musk.
worst
Okay, well,
person to ask.
That brings us back to our fears. A underwater transportation
Submerged.
form completely under an ocean.
What's the difference
do that
between
fucking
Subway and New
Subways.
York?
That's-
What's
yeah,
the difference?
It's already
between
scary. Think about every time I'm in the,
the
Lincoln
Subway scary?
Every time you're in that Lincoln
I'm
Tunnel,
in the
you're
Lincoln
under.
Tunnel. I'm like, I am under the water in a terrorist-prone city. If I was a terrorist, I'd be like, why haven't we bombed the Lincoln Tunnel yet?
I just need to apologize to everyone in the Lincoln Tunnel right now listening to this
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Everyone on a subway
Or in any
right now.
tunnel.
You guys are fine.
But how
nothing's
crazy,
gonna happen.
how easy it is to just combust a tunnel.
It's scary.
And then you're underwater. That is one of my scary. Drowning is the worst.
Is it weird that I'm not scared of drowning?
That's weird.
I think that's
So
a
you're not
very
scared of
peaceful,
water stuff.
Actually, no, that's not true.
Isn't
It's
that
not
peaceful?
a peaceful
You're
way to
suffocating.
go. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I guess because you know when you think of people just floating,
Yeah,
it's like
when
really
their
bad
soul
for a
has left
second,
their body.
and then
Like
and then they're
in what
just
lies
floating.
beneath.
But someone else's fear that they submitted to me was swimming and finding a dead body, which I can't even imagine what that would be like. That
Well,
would
I
be,
go.
That
on,
would scar
I want to
me.
just go on hunts in the woods to try and find a dead body.
Lauren, you're so creepy.
Not because-
I mean, obviously people here understand, but could you imagine if like the general public outside the I don't get it?
Okay,
Well,
fan
I think
base-
Lauren should be a forensic scientist.
It's just
because
because like you find it, and then not only is it crazy experience to find one, but you're also helping their family, who is like searching for them. It's like,
Right.
oh, they're right there.
Like
We
Lauren
found them.
sees the end result, like how it's going to bring people closer.
'Cause
Lauren's
see-
not saying that she wants somebody to be dead so
No,
that they
no,
can
no, no,
shoot
no,
her.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
anyone
That's
thinks
not
that,
what
yeah.
I mean. But like, there's always families on like disappeared and stuff. Then they're like, it's been 27 years and I just don't know where my brother
Yeah.
is, and it's like that's worse than knowing
crazy.
where your brother is.
I was mad that you told me to watch The Night Of on HBO.
Did you finish
'Cause
it?
That one scene, no.
Oh my god!
I know, I need to finish it.
The night of. What movie is that?
It's a
It's
show on HBO.
6-part series. It's so old
you,
now.
Yeah, you like that. I remember that.
I have a fear of seeing a dead body. I've never seen one. Like,
You've never been to a
exposed.
wake?
Yeah, I have been to a wake, but that's like a cleaned up one. I
Mm-hmm.
think I mean like in, I don't know, a body that maybe got in an accident, or if I saw someone flung from a car or a motorcycle, that would
Yeah.
really terrify me.
Yeah, like
that would
driving
make
by
me
a
not
fresh
want to get in a
accident.
car. All right, guys, real quick, because we know we're freaking you out a little bit. Let's stop for a second and talk to you about something that you will love, and that is called Third Love. And Third Love is a bra company. And what I love about Third Love is they really do have the perfect fit, because they just added 24 new sizes, and they are the industry leader with a total of 70 sizes. That was another thing about, the other place I just worked is they didn't really have a lot. And they use thousands of real women's measurements, and they design their bras with breast size and shape in mind so that they fit impeccably and feel even better. And the quality, they have like premium fabrics. And the design is just so pretty. And you guys know you want to skip the trip. Like, you don't want to go to the mall and try on bras. That's always so annoying to me personally. So you guys can find your fit in 60 seconds online, order, try it on at home. No more awkward fitting room experiences.
Yeah, I took the Fit Finder quiz, and it asks you questions that you're like, wow, I never really think about that. Is your strap too loose? Is it too tight? What like hook do you put it on? And after answering all these things, I found out that I was an A.5, which is something they don't carry in stores. And I swear to God that when this bra came out of the box, I was like, this is the best fitting bra I've ever had. It's so comfortable. No tags, no irritation.
Yeah, and
So-
they have a fit guarantee too. So like if it doesn't fit, you guys can return and exchange it, and it's totally free and easy. And the comfortability, like I normally actually don't wear bras, but I love this one. Like I got a plain nude one, ones you wear under everything, like especially
Like a nice
white
nude
t-shirts.
and black and a white, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so comfortable, and I just feel like my boobs are in place and they look amazing, and I can like move my arms and not feel constricted, and it's not bothering me. You just don't even notice that you're wearing a bra.
Also, it gets rid of the back fat kind of for me, which is the reason I don't usually wear bras, is because like it pinches the back fat. No back fat.
Exactly.
So,
And no armpit fat.
Oh, no armpit fat too. Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/get it now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's THIRDLOVE.com/get it for 15% off today. Back to the fears. Let me say this. Water slides.
Oh, someone said slides.
Okay, water slides.
I choose not to go on them. Lauren really chooses not to go on
You
them.
guys don't like slides?
I'll
I
go
love
on it
water
once
slides.
just to like be a risk taker. Like on a cruise ship, I'll go on once. When we were in Atlantis, I went down once. But I really feel like the water can get trapped. There can be something at the bottom. It clogs it up, and then you can't
get out.
You know what
out.
I'm realizing? You guys are really scared of water.
Yeah.
And I think that's where all your fears stem from, probably.
Look
yeah?
at that, Lauren. So many.
Because
I just said
I went to
ocean,
water parks
the-
growing up, and I think water slides are the greatest thing next to Disney World.
Yeah.
I would prefer a dry slide.
I would never
Yeah.
prefer a dry slide. I feel like my
Definitely.
ass would burn.
You gotta go
like
down
you
on,
got
like,
the
a potato
sack.
Dude, a water slide is like the greatest slide ever.
Oh, I always have too much. I'm
So
too
much
scared
fun.
on it. I'm too scared of the repercussions of if it's not working properly.
Are you guys good
to
swimmers?
enjoy it?
Not
No.
really.
This is why.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm a poor swimmer.
Like,
I'm
I
just
can
saying like
swim, but can
Yeah.
I tread water for an hour? Probably not.
well, I mean, like at a water park, if you get off
I
the
could
slide.
swim at a water park. Yes.
yeah, but that's not like I can't swim up the slide if
Look,
the bottom was.
This is it. Tan and Jade told us a story about a Kansas City water slide, and it was
no.
this
Never heard this before.
little kid. He was 10 years
It was like a
old.
national story.
Yeah, a national story.
Oh, no.
He was going down one of the biggest, tallest water slides, and he, I guess, was too light to be on this slide.
And
Well, there was
slip
two
off
things.
because of the
Went
water.
up,
No, there's two things. So they're supposed to have you go on a scale beforehand.
Right.
So first off, scale was broken. They still let people go on. Then there
That's
was another
terrible.
checkpoint at the top that he was supposed to go through, but the person messed up or something.
I don't know.
Put
He was-
him on an unbalanced slide where there was like two people, adults in the front, and then he was in the
Right,
back.
right. It was unbalanced, so there needed to be people of the same weight or something. So he went over a slight bump. He went up like 12, like a foot.
Oh my god.
There was a wire. Decapitated.
No.
He arrived
His head rolled
down.
down.
No.
His head rolled down.
Before
He came down on a floaty with
Without his
two
head.
other people without his head. And then
Oh my God, I
his
can't.
brother was down there waiting for him and saw his brother arrive
Yeah.
without a head.
Well, I fucking never want to go on a water slide ever
So,
again now.
you know, the weirdest
Thanks,
thing
guys.
is that
I just have never been more shocked from a story in my life.
No, me neither. I was with Jade in the car in Kansas City. She picked me up from the airport, and in the middle of a field, like just in the middle of nowhere off a highway, I see this huge water slide. And I'm like, what in the world is that slide doing in the middle of that field? And she's like, oh,
That's the
actually,
slide.
speaking of that, a month ago. It had been a month ago. And then a year later.
Why
like,
is it
there's-
in the middle of nowhere?
Well, I mean, like, everywhere is pretty rural there.
Wow, got
so...
So you were already scared.
So I heard that story. I was like, holy crap. And then a year later, even, they had a story on Nightline about it
Yeah,
because it was still under investigation.
They
Because
had
it
to
was a
close the
senator's
slide down.
kid.
They didn't like clean up the slide for
They
like
had to
months.
keep the crime
Right,
scene.
because the crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to keep the blood on the slide.
Oh,
for
I'm
months.
sorry. This is the worst story.
I'm sorry, guys. This is the
This whole
scariest horror.
podcast is bringing me
This is
down.
morbid. That was a sad story. Let's bring it up a little bit.
Okay.
Let's
What are
bring
some
it
funny
up.
things? I don't like bats. I've
Well,
never liked bats.
Yeah. Did you ever see one in Paradise? You know they were there.
Yes, yes, yes.
There
because
were
the
a
first-
lot of bats where we stayed in that place.
I'm
first
sure there was,
night-
but I never saw them. Oh,
We
one
were
of the
they were in
lines of
Jessica's
room.
we were
room.
sleeping, and I was like, Ashley, there's a bat above us.
Oh, there was. And then I, like, no matter how hot I was, I'd cover my head with my comforter. And then the second year, I bought a net for it. I bought a net
So
to
good.
sleep under.
Things that fly really do freak me out. And birds is like probably one of the most common. And I really don't like birds.
It's funny. I guess people, like, I don't understand people being scared of birds the way that you don't understand, water and metal.
Yeah. Birds don't bother you at all. Like a
No.
bunch of them. Like, have you ever been
Like the birds?
in the middle of a courtyard and there are over 1,000 pigeons? That doesn't freak you out that they'd come and peck your head and like fly in front of you and hit you in the face or poop on you. Not like you have none of those fears.
Not really. There is this one picture I have in my phone that I will find for you later because I don't want to bore our listeners. But there were all these big, like, what are the birds called when they are like savages? You know, they're like turkeys,
Falcons?
big. What turkeys are they
Oh
called?
my god, vultures!
Falcons?
Vultures.
Oh, vultures.
So there was like 50 vultures on the roof of this house in our neighborhood and home.
They eat humans.
And I think that there was like a dead person in the house, and that's why they were all congregating on the roof.
Probably. Birds freak me out because they, especially blackbirds, obviously crows.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of
night.
Okay.
Did you guys know crows have face recognition?
What do you mean?
Like the crow that lives above your house, Lauren, knows that it's you if you walk out, and if I walked out, it would know that it's me and not you. Like they have face recognition. That to me is terrifying.
They're smarter than we think.
The dentist is also a very common fear for people.
Yeah, I was just going to say dentures. This person's scared of dentures. Obviously, the dentures itself doesn't scare me, but having to get dentures.
Dentures scare me. I think my mom has dentures.
Like actual dentures, or does she have like
no
implants?
She has implants. But just fake teeth freak me out a little too.
Oh, I just
that
don't
doesn't
want to
freak you out.
No, it freaks me out totally. I just don't want a full on set of dentures. If I have to have like implants, I'll live. But
right. Also, hair in unexpected places really grosses me out. I don't know if it's because I think of the girl from The Grudge. Like if I see a bunch of hair somewhere that's not mine,
yes,
I think that's more of freaking out than it is a fear. But it just really, really grosses me out. Like probably more than
like
the average.
getting the hair out of the drain.
Yeah, so gross.
One thing we're definitely not fearful of is a good bargain, and we have a new place to find a best bargain,
Ashley,
and that is
was
Poshmark.
such a good transition.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Well, Poshmark, you can go and buy designer brands on for way, way less. This is what you're going to do. You're going to download the free Poshmark app in the App Store. They carry women, kids, and men's clothes, so you can buy for your boyfriend or your husband or your children. And Poshmark has a ton of brands like Louis Vuitton. Yeah. You can find a Louis Vuitton bag for only $300. When Naz, you would know. How much is a Louis Vuitton bag actually?
Well, they average, Ashley, anywhere from $3,000
No.
to $1,500
No.
to
You didn't
Yeah,
know
the
that?
$3,000, $1,500?
no to like $20,000.
Yeah.
To how much?
20,000
if you get like
No.
the luggage, the trunks.
Oh, the trunks.
Yeah.
Why would you ever do that?
Because, Ashley, it's beautiful.
Oh my God, it's not that great. Well, anyway, if you guys are into Louis Vuitton and you get that, then you can get it for like only hundreds of dollars on Poshmark. They also have other bargains, you know, for like Gap, Free People, stuff that you'd find at Urban Outfitters, all that. It's the easiest way to buy and sell items because you don't just have to buy there. You can also sell your stuff, like not like the rags in your closet, but if you have nice clothes but you know you're not going to wear them again, you can put them up on Poshmark and make some money off of it. We have a personalized promo code for $5 off your first order. And Lauren, tell them about what we have going on up there.
Well, my username is Iconetti Lauren, and
It's Lauren and my both clothes.
yeah, both of our clothes.
And mine's at Naz Perez.
Yeah, there you go. So things I have in my closet right now, I have a really
Your Poshmark closet.
Yeah, my Poshmark closet. I have a really cute Revel Ray one-piece bathing suit. I have super cute. I'm actually not even sure why I'm getting rid of it. Capitana one-piece bathing suit. Never worn, tags on. We got a House of CB super cute orange dress that Ashley actually wore to Men Tell All. And you can see that it's new with tags. And it's so cute, and you can make an offer, you can bargain with me, and it's really easy for the seller and for the buyer to use this. It's super fast shipping, usually 2 days, and yeah, there's really no reason to not go on Poshmark and get $5 off. So it's a free app where you can easily clean out your closet and sell items for cash. I'll be adding more items soon, so download the app using our referral code Iconetti Lauren, and you got at Naz Perez, and you'll get $5 off your first purchase. So go try Poshmark. Back to the fears. One that a girl left was my house catching on fire. This is not irrational, but my house catching on fire and me not having enough time to grab my 5 dogs and 4 cats.
Oh my
so
God, like almost
sad.
maybe put them in a black bag. Oh, Gergie doesn't like that fear either.
That reminds me of This Is Us.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's just like this is, hey, Gergie, I'll get you.
But no, seriously, you could probably put them in a plastic bag for like 2 minutes.
No,
as you
I'm
ran
not putting
outside.
fucking shit in a plastic bag.
I'm just trying to
I'll
think
put him
practically
in a bag, not a plastic bag.
That's the scariest thing, not being able to get to your pet.
I always,
or your
you
child.
always think about like how your plan of action is if something were to happen. If someone's in your room, your plan of action to get out, plan of action to grab your dog, go.
Yeah.
Because I always think like, yeah, Gergie would try to attack him, but I would be like, come on, Gergie, we gotta run.
Yeah, and then like, what if he just sat there?
No.
You know, and like didn't.
Yeah, if he
come
sat
to you?
there, I'll get him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard from a friend yesterday about this time that she was stuck in a flood, and it was like an intense, insane flood where like the water from outside was leaking up through the hardwood of the house,
Like a flood.
but not the ceiling, Lauren. Like not coming through the ceiling, like coming through.
No, I know. Like it's like one
Like
of those
any
flood.
flood,
like
yeah.
a real ass like Noah's Ark flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was thinking, like, they were like, okay, well, I guess we'll have to go outside. Like the cars were floating, and they're like, I guess we have to go outside and tie ourselves to trees.
What?
No, because like they were like, it was about to be a landslide. It was on a mountain.
Oh my god.
So like they were afraid that the landslide, mudslide, it was going to.
This
like,
better
take the
have an
house.
okay ending, Ashley.
So they were like, okay, so like we'll get some. If it doesn't go down in a couple, it doesn't go down soon, then we'll have to go outside, like tie ourselves to trees, and then what are we going to do with the dogs? And they were like going to probably have to leave the dogs.
Nope.
And I said, why
Oh,
wouldn't you just
my
take him
goodness.
and put him in a backpack? Put the dog in a backpack. But,
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah,
a
that's
Yorkie.
a good idea.
Oh yeah, put the dog in the backpack.
Right?
Oh,
well,
what
anyway,
a
they
big
didn't have to
dog.
get to that point.
Thank God.
But
I mean, I think it's safe to say natural disasters are the most terrifying
Yeah.
because there's really, excuse me, I just coughed. There's really nothing any of us can do when it comes to a hurricane, a mudslide, an earthquake, a tornado.
tornado.
So yeah, basically any type of natural disaster is terrifying. But speaking of natural disasters, you know what a big fear of mine is? The local news. Because the local news has to they have to fill in an hour block. I was a broadcast journalism major. Yes, there is always news, but like what about days that there aren't news? And I feel like every time you turn on the local news, it's like corn can kill you.
They just fill up with anything.
Studies have found that sneakers in your closet are going to eat you at night. I don't know. It's just like literally, I don't want to watch the local news because I know they have to fill in an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Like
lady.
every little robbery, everything is on there.
And
every car crash.
It's local, you know?
And that's what's so scary about it. It's like
And-
happening in your neighborhood.
Exactly.
And yeah, I guess like you're not so affected by like the big cable
No,
news
because it seems
because
unreachable.
It seems unreachable.
like you're like, oh, it doesn't relate to me, but local, you're like, oh, this is happening in my town.
it's also politics where like kind of goes over my head.
Yeah,
And a lot of
politics
people
is more
it
national.
goes over. You know,
like the
so-
scary car accidents and the fires and like homes being ruined are normally on the local news.
I forgot about fires. So this
Fires
one
are
girl
scary.
wrote to my Instagram, horses. What do you guys think about that?
Lauren hates
remember,
horses.
I don't
Remember,
like
she told the
horses.
story about Mr. Hands a couple weeks ago.
Did I know about this?
yeah, you know
Was that
the
to
guy
me?
that fucked a horse.
oh,
I
yeah.
got
Oh,
fucked by
my
a horse.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
also
horse
they're
story
very,
nobody asked for, Lauren.
Right, they're very imposing creatures, pure muscle. They'll kill you.
They're terrifying. And did you guys ever see The Godfather?
No,
and the horse in the bed.
watching.
Yeah.
There's
That-
a horse, a dead
Dead
horse.
head.
Dead horse head
Oh,
in a
God.
bed. And yeah, ever since then, I was really scared of them.
Oh, Jared
I feel
was
like
talking.
they trample jockeys, you know? Like they don't
Yeah.
know.
They don't
And
know.
Christopher Reeves. Hello.
Christopher Reeve.
Reeves
No
or
S.
Reeves?
No S.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Ask Jared.
Well, that's what I asked Jared. I was like, he recently said he wanted to go horseback riding. And I was like, you want to go horseback riding? I'm like, that sounds romantic and stuff, but also really scary because I'll like to look at a horse and pet it, but being on top of one,
I've never been on top of a horse.
I've like
never
only
been?
been on top of a pony when we were like, at the like,
Yeah, the
farm-
petting zoo.
Petting
Like
zoo.
donkeys and mules.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
ponies.
So I don't know. It is really scary.
It is
'cause they can
terrifying
just
'cause you're
take
on-
off with you.
What I do, one huge I don't get it is when I went to the Grand Canyon and they have you can take like mules down into the canyon.
Never.
It's like $100-something, right? So
What
they
if they
have
lose their minds and then they run off a cliff
listen
with
to
you?
this. Listen to this. So you have to obviously the Grand Canyon's big, so you have to show up at 5 a.m. to the meeting, and you start really early. And in the meeting in the morning, they say, there is a chance, we have to say this, that if a mule, just makes a wrong step and you fall off,
oh my God, I just felt myself fall for a second when you said that.
And the guy, I never signed up for it, but I was talking to a guy that did it, and he told me, he goes, every morning, 2 to 3 people drop out of the mule tour.
Oh my God. It's like obvious, though. It's obvious, but when it's said out loud, really, really horrifying.
Right, but that's so scary.
But what, did you do it?
No, that's what I said I didn't.
Who would do it?
I mean, people that want the experience. It is kind of cool.
I just would feel bad for the donkey.
There's never
or
a
mule.
time where I'd be like, you know what, that experience is worth death. Yeah, I'm very often.
Well, I want to go skydiving.
Okay,
so
and
that's
also
worth
we were
it
talking
to
about
me.
cage diving yesterday to see sharks.
Yes,
I wouldn't want to do that.
No for you.
I totally want to cage dive and I want to skydive at some point.
Skydiving, I can understand for some reason because I feel like it's pretty safe. I feel like normally you don't hear people, they skydived and died. Mm-hmm. You ever hear that?
Do you hear people diving from
I'm
cage diving?
sure it's happened. That's the thing is people can die from anything.
That's true. Yeah.
Again,
basically the moral of all these stories is you can die from pretty much everything, but don't let it stop you if you want to do it.
Can we end on one irrational fear?
Yeah.
This person sent me on my Instagram and told me that they're scared of turtlenecks. And I feel like
I was like, what? And then my mind went through, maybe. Yeah, me too.
Like if you felt constricted,
They tickle the shit out of my neck. I love turtlenecks. I think they look great, but they tickle the shit out of my neck.
Really? I love a turtleneck. I'm such a turtleneck
I think it's
girl.
the grossest thing ever. I mean,
we
not on
talked
other
about
people.
this.
Not on other people. Like, I can
you.
respect you wearing one, but on me, it's just like, here's a little round thing on the top of a stem.
See, I feel like you think that of everyone. You're just saying that.
No, I don't know.
You probably just hate the way it looks on everyone.
I think they look good, great.
I mean, a modern turtleneck, sure, but a 90s turtleneck where it's like part polyester and it comes up this
folds
way.
over.
Yeah, it folds over a little bit, but doesn't have any style.
Oh my God, that reminds me.
I think of you. I think of you.
You think of
and
me,
like
yeah.
Lauren was in a picture of her preschool. She was hiding behind the bar on this play set because she was hiding a cold sore, and she was wearing a yellow turtleneck.
Oh my God!
So that's what I think of.
Saddest imagery ever.
That is a good way of
kid
hiding
in
a
my
cold
grade.
sore.
This one kid in my grade wore a red turtleneck every day, the exact same one, and we made fun of him, and I just hate myself for that. He used to cry a lot.
No, that's so hard.
So
you guys, this is the saddest
podcast
turning
ever.
into
like
so sorry.
Oh, that made me think about the girl that we used to make fun of on the bus. And when you're little and you're bullying somebody, sometimes you don't even realize you're bullying. Like we used to make fun of that girl Amy all the time, and we didn't really think we were. We thought we were making fun of her, but we didn't think it was like hurting her soul. But it obviously was.
Yeah.
Words hurt so much.
Oh my
more.
God.
Because they stick with people forever.
What you're doing at that age.
All right, I can't talk about this anymore.
Sorry.
So another girl, sorry, I said I had a last one, said stairs that have no backs to them. I always worry I'll trip. I cling to the railing. I have to say, when I'm in heels, stairs scare me.
Stairs are really scary in heels.
What? They're terrifying.
Again,
actually.
another
And
Debbie
walk-
Downer story I have.
Ashley, Jesus.
I'll always remember my...
Are you kidding me right now?
Well, can I just say it?
People tune in to not
good.
be
I know.
scared
Okay,
because their
fine, then
lives
never
are
mind.
shitty.
Never mind,
No,
but
now we
yes.
have to know. Now we'll always wonder what
stairs.
is it?
Why is it stairs without backs are scary?
Because you're fucking go through it and then you go.
That's what it is. They can go through it. Yeah.
Wait, what's the story, Ashley?
Just quickly, briefly.
There was a realtor in our town. This is because my mom tells us stories.
I'm laughing at the way you said realtor.
Realtor, as Ari tried to
realtor.
correct us. Realtor.
Ari corrected you? You said
Realtor. No,
realtor?
not America. He says realtor, not a realtor.
Got it.
Okay. Anyway, my mom shares these stories all the time. All these local sad stories.
Moms have the most irrational fears.
Oh yeah, a lot of girls on here on the Facebook group were saying it's something that happens right when you get pregnant. Crazy irrational fears happen. This one girl won't go grocery shopping because she's scared a cart will run into her belly.
I would be scared of that too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, everybody get away from me. That's how I am when I wear the sneakers I waited in line for. I get scared people are going to step on my shoes.
Oh, God. Okay, back to the realtor story. So she was having a house party and she tripped going up the stairs. She fell back.
Oh my God.
And then she died.
Ashley!
Well,
How many times do people
excuse
die
me,
from stairs?
we're not even talking about the new Netflix series called The Staircase.
Wait, there is?
There's a new
looks
Netflix
good.
called I already watched it.
What? You watched the entire thing without us?
What are you talking about? You wouldn't fucking care about it
I
at all.
wanted to watch it. There
Wait,
was
what
that
is the
great
staircase
billboard at
about?
LAX.
Okay, well, I already saw the whole story on Dateline before,
Oh,
and
really?
that was
It's
only a
real?
condensed hour.
Is this
Wasn't
based
it
on
M.
this
Night
is story?
Shyamalan?
Okay, The Staircase.
No,
is
we
a
were
real
talking
life,
about
No, I know
Glass
there's the new
yesterday.
Glass, but I
Yeah.
thought he was doing a new show.
This is
too.
basically just Dateline in 8 episodes.
Okay.
Oh.
This guy was married to a woman. She died on the staircase. Guess what? His second wife died on the staircase.
Well, duh.
no.
He murdered her.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I mean, we think.
But
we don't really know.
Was he not guilty?
You'll have to turn it in to find out.
Because
But he was
how do you
convicted?
prove that?
Even if you're
Was he convicted of murder?
I don't remember.
That's what Lauren always says.
Even
If you
if
want to
you're-
murder somebody, throw him off a cliff.
Even if you're
my
convicted, everyone
God.
heads up out there. You could be innocent, so don't convict an innocent man.
Yeah, Casey Anthony.
Right.
Yeah.
But also vice versa.
Casey Anthony was probably guilty, but because her defense was so good, she got off.
You know how
She sucked that guy's dick.
Jose Baez?
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
the lawyer.
Yeah.
You guys know that was like
Yeah, you
down
did
the
a
street
story
for me
with
when
him
I
or
was
something,
at
right?
Yeah. What was I going to say? Ashley, you know how you said how often do people die from stairs? I feel like in movies, very often people like get thrown down the stairs and then they
Yeah.
die. That's like a thing. Like I always think people can die from stairs.
That is a reason for a ranch house, huh?
A ranch
Like a
style
one
house.
story.
That's a one-story ranch house.
Learning terminology over here.
Okay, so this one, I actually just remembered one last one. I keep saying last that I'm so scared of. Are you guys scared when you're driving on the highway between two semis or next to a
Yes.
truck? I hate driving next to a truck.
I think that Lauren really can't stand if I'm next to a truck. If you're in between them, that's horrifying.
I'd be scared
I
to
would
be in a
like-
car with you driving, Ashley, next to a truck.
Yeah. She doesn't look in any mirrors when she's
I know,
driving.
Ashley, you kind of just...
You just look
kind-
straight and then think about like your whimsical life in your
Talk
head.
about someone that has irrational fears of people dying. You kind of just wing it every time you get in a car.
So funny.
You know what? I would drive so much better if it weren't for our car. Our car
drive
is
better in Jared's?
I drive so well in Jared's, and also I'm a lot less irritated. I'm not like, God, my day, this blah blah blah, because like it actually,
God, my...
It's like a
She
pleasure
will
to
occurs.
turn.
because like I can turn and it's like not
Yeah.
super hot. And
Your
I'm not,
steering
like,
wheel is
my
tight.
steering wheel is the worst.
And our car does get really hot. And Jared's car is very cool.
Yeah.
Because it's dark seating. I don't
no,
make
his dark seating gets really hot, but once it gets cool, it's really cool.
Ashley, our cars are old, and I think it's
just
going to be
the
time in the
sunroof.
next couple years for you and I to get
I
a
was
new
thinking
one.
about that today,
And it makes
and
me
I was like, I
sad.
don't want to pay for
Me
it.
neither.
Apparently, we're just supposed to run our cars into the ground until
That's
they're
what
completely dead.
That's what I'm doing with Betsy,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
secretly hoping Milo and Evelyn will drive by me and remember me.
That's true. So you
I
can't
don't
get
wanna
rid, of
her.
that.
She's the best. She's been with me since high school.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have
Yeah.
to like ship my car back to Great Falls so that
It can
they
live
can
there.
live
That's the
there in its
graveyard.
peace until in its nursing home.
so
Okay.
funny when we just.
All right. Well, thanks for our very scary and sad episode.
I know. I really hope we didn't bring you
but
guys
I feel
down.
like a lot of people listening are going to be like,
Oh, yeah. I actually am afraid of that.
I am afraid of that. I didn't realize that. Oh, that is scary. I don't think that there was anything in here that wasn't interesting, right, guys?
And just know if we laughed at something, it's because we were surprised by it. But we know that people do have medical fears of almost
Yeah.
anything, even curtains.
True.
And that's understandable.
Curtains can be
Men
creepy.
can hide behind curtains.
Curtains. All right. It's
right.
time to go.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Bloody curtains.
Please don't hate us.
Everyone's going to like start putting
We'll
like.
have a cheery one next time.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
I don't get it.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.